As I've been saying for some time now, this is the parental rights session of the Texas legislature. I've documented dozens of bills that are focusing on the fundamental right of parents to raise their children as they see fit, on issues such as CPS reform, on empowerment and education. And today I want to talk about one of the constitutional amendments that have been proposed in this session. So, as you may or may not know, the Texas Constitution has been amended over 500 times. And that process is rigorous, and it looks like this. In order to amend the Texas Constitution, a bill that's called a joint resolution, a SJR, Senate Joint Resolution in the Senate, or an HJR, a House Resolution, House Joint Resolution, would actually require the language to be supported by 2/3 of the members of the Senate and 2/3 of the members of the House. If that happens, then that language is put on the ballot, and in order to be amended to the Texas Constitution, that measure must be passed and supported by a majority of Texas voters at the polls. So what I'm very excited to talk to you about today is SJR 70, a parental rights amendment to the Texas Constitution carried by State Senator Brian Hughes, and its counterpart in the House, HJR 85, by Representative Dustin Burrows. And both of those actually would add language to the Texas Constitution that would essentially say that a parent has the rights of a parent to direct the care, control, the religious upbringing, the education, and the medical decisions of their child is a fundamental right under the Constitution that cannot be abridged. And the reason that we are supporting this is because we believe for the first time in many decades, the public understands that a parent's right to make decisions for their children has been terribly abridged, has been violated in many cases. And so the idea here is that while there's 100 years of case law that supports the fact that a parent has a fundamental right to make those kind of decisions for their children, many lawyers do not understand that, even judges in Texas. And so the idea here, and in fact, that law can be changed. We see that Texas law really in many cases is following federal law. And when a federal judge makes a decision changing the fundamental right of parents happening at the federal level, that often impacts the parents' rights at the state level. So what we're hoping to do here is amend the Texas Constitution so that this fundamental right of parents is not only in the family code, but it's actually in the Constitution. It makes it much, much more difficult to change that. So I'm happy to report to you as I record this that the Senate had a hearing on SJR 70 this week, and it went extremely well. In fact, we are hoping that that bill will actually pass the Texas Senate with a unanimous vote. That would be amazing, but it just goes to show that this is not a partisan issue. People on both sides of the political spectrum understand that parents have a fundamental right to raise their children as they see fit, and it is under attack today. So I hope you'll click the links below to actually read the language. When necessary, we'll call for calls to the Texas House or the Texas Senate to show support for this bill. I hope you'll click on those links below. As I mentioned, I hope you'll subscribe to our channel. I hope you will share this information so that we can actually, this would be historic if we amended the Constitution to add this language. So click on the links below, share this information, subscribe to our channel, and thank you for helping us keep Texas families free.